Louisville, we are coming to your beautiful city for Louder Than Life. 4 unbelievable nights with 9 Inch Nails, Kiss, Slipknot, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Support Rockfeed and get your tickets at the link in the description. And we will see you at Louder Than Life. We are joined by a very special guest today. One of my favorite musicians ever, quite frankly, from one of my favorite bands, System of a Down. We are talking to Shavo from System of a Down. We're talking about 22 Red, his cannabis company, which I am a very big fan of. And so it's exciting to get to talk to you about that as well. Shavo, how are you doing today? You just came off a wonderful run of System shows, which I got to catch one in LA. How's it been going for you?
Good, bro. Good. Bittersweet with the shows because I want to do more, but that's all we had for now. But everything else is good, bro. Running the brand, raising the kids, playing music with North Kingsley. Just moving, I can't really sit still much. I don't like doing nothing,
Yeah, you're very good at that. And the one thing that I wanted to point out, I read this about 22 Red, which I thought was very interesting. I wasn't aware of this. So for those of you who don't know, this brand is really taking off for you. It's really making a name for itself in the ever-growing cannabis industry. And the name is based on, it says, your affinity for numerology and how many major events in your life are related to the number 22. Can you kind of expound upon that and how that number does kind of relate to your life?
Yeah, of course. So I was born with it. My birthday is April 22. I was married May 22nd. My kids, I have 3 kids. My 2 boys, my eldest boys, they're born 2 years and 22 days apart. System of a Down got picked up in 96 when I was 22 years old. I thought of 22 Red when I was 44. I always wore the number on stage. It's just kind of been my thing. I did that project with RZA that we haven't dropped yet, which it was all about the number 22, Deuces, and one of the tracks. It's just, I've always repped the number. It's always been a part of me. So when we were naming the brand, I really didn't want to name it like Shavo or System or anything having to do with my celebrity because
sure,
I don't believe in celebrity brands. Like people buying my product because I'm a celebrity. I'm not into that. I want people to buy my product because my product is good. You know what I'm saying? So I want the product to speak for itself. So, but I do enjoy branding things. Like I branded System, I branded, 22. I'm not, and a bunch of other stuff I don't want to mention. But so I enjoy branding. So I thought, why not have something really close to me, dear to me, 22, that number. And it's really cool for a brand. No other brands were named by a number. And then the color, the red comes from my synesthesia, which I found out it was a thing and existed after I did this. Because for some reason I relate like numbers and letters with colors. It's always been a thing. I don't know if it's an art thing or if it's just a bizarre freak thing, but
right.
I think of 2, I see red. I think of 1, I see white. I think of 3, I see yellow. And 2 just happens to be red. So 22 Red. I thought it had a good ring to it. I can talk about it. There's stories behind it. It ain't just something I just put together for no reason. So, and it's dear to me, because it's been through my life. It's been there. It's always been there. So what else better to, thank you, describe myself, with something different, not just my name,
Right. And so I was actually unaware that, so when you say you kind of did the branding with System, did you come up with the name for the band?
No, Darren had a name called Victims of a Down. He had a poem he had written, but I didn't really want to be a victim always. So like known as victims, right. I thought it had a negative connotation. So we went back to the drawing board, came back with System. Then it became a thing like the system, like victims are all part of a system, correct? So
right.
It just sounded better being the actual entity,
right.
the thing, you're a part of. So yeah, but when it came down to like the first T-shirts, to the logos, to the stage design, to the colors, to the vibes, that was, I had a lot to do with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I actually didn't know that, and you did have a big part in coming up with the name for the band as well. That's really cool. So with this 22 Red, are you doing like here's my question is, what markets are you guys in right now?
We're in Arizona, Nevada, and California.
Wow.
Yeah,
and what amount of time? When did you all start?
We started 3 years ago, 2018, with 4 years now, but it was at the end. It was November of 2018. On 11/11, actually, we launched, which is 22. November 11th, we launched. That was our birthday. And we were only in 3 stores in Cali. And now we're in 3 states after 3 years and a few months. It's just,
real.
Yeah, steady climb, bro. We're not trying to push something that's not good. I put my name only on good things. I have a pretty cool track record so far, and I'm not going to taint that now. So I believe in it. I use the product. I don't use any other product. I mean, I do have friends that have brands that I, of course, smoke their stuff too.
Sure.
But, Be Real stuff is amazing. The Dr. Green Thumb, the Insane stuff. There's a few more I really like. Jungle Boys, I dig. But I really speak highly of it because it really is really good stuff. I don't just, blow smoke up anyone's ass.
Yeah.
It's.
Do you make carts too, or is it just flower?
We made carts. We stopped doing it because I don't like distillate no more, and I don't want to have it. So we ran out of all of it, and I said stop now. And we're now headed towards live resin pens and carts.
Wow,
so I'd rather have the real than have something that's not as good. What I smoke is that I smoke the resin carts.
Fuck yeah.
So, I only want you guys to have what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I back that 100%. Again, 22red.com.
Yes, sir.
These line of shows, man. I saw you guys in LA, and before I'd never seen you guys before, but I've been listening to you for years and years, and one of my favorite bands. I just never had the chance to see you guys live. And it was at the stadium in LA, and I didn't know this until after the fact that you are a massive fan of the Los Angeles Football Club.
Yeah, I was there last night. We won 3-1 Vancouver.
Hell yeah.
We're black and gold,
playing
baby.
FIFA. Yes, I just started playing FIFA, and I know nothing about soccer, but because of your love for the team and me being at that stadium, that's my team on FIFA now. And
hell yeah.
Fucking good, dude.
Dude, they're badass this year. They're coming up hard. Yeah. We haven't lost yet. We had 3 wins and 1 tie. Let's go. We're going at it. I was there last night.
To play there.
What's that?
What, it was special to you to play in their stadium?
Yeah, see, I wasn't big on them years or nothing. They're only a 5-year team. I discovered their vibe and their whole, the whole team, about a year and a half ago, and I was hooked. That was it.
Yeah.
And then I went to a couple of matches and blown away by the energy, and I'm all about that. And I love the team. I'm LA. And I know there's the Galaxy and stuff, but I kind of bond with these guys. I love the players. Yeah. I'm learning all the members and stuff, so it's really cool.
Everybody there was so nice, and there was a lot of jerseys at the show.
Yes, sir.
And it's a cool part of town, and all of that. I just had such a great time. You guys were killing it. You guys look like you're having so much fun playing live right now.
Dude, I have a blast every time I play. You know what I'm saying? That's like my home is on stage, Like last night, they invited, so they have this side, the fan club side, which is like quarter of the stadium is called the 3252s because there's 3,252 of them. And they have drum squads and they go crazy. It's like the soccer hooligans of LA. Totally cool. And they invited Exhibit, Be Real, and I yesterday to go up and jam on the drums. Yeah, it was so fucking cool.
Dude.
I've done it all, but that I'd never done where I was in it and they scored a goal while we were up there. The place went crazy. It was like, it was so fucking cool. Yeah, it made the news this morning.
Wow. Are you in other sports?
I do like hockey and I like basketball. I mean, I like football as well, but I just don't know it as well as I do these other sports, Basketball was always my thing since I was a kid. Hockey I got into through Darren because Darren's a huge fan. So I started watching and I think it's exciting. And soccer, I've just known soccer my whole life because my dad is a big fan and has always been. So
are you bringing him out to any of the games?
What's that?
Has he gotten to come to any of the games by chance?
He came to the first game of this season. I took my 2 boys and I took my dad, and we had field seats. It was so fucking cool. They were loving it. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I took them. The first one.
What does your family think
about?
About you, about your success in your music career. What is it
Oh,
like for them? Because you guys are massive.
they're very supportive, and I'm, as massive as you say we are, I'm grounded as fuck, and I don't even know that.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just looking, I'm
Hell yeah,
shopping.
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I treat everybody the same, and as I would if I was whatever, man. I just,
Yeah.
I'm very grateful, and I'm lucky enough that what we do is recognized. So I'm very grateful for that. Blessed.
Right. Yeah. And you guys wear that well. I remember when I saw you guys, um, uh, John came out on stage at the very end of the show, and he said something that I thought was really sincere and genuine. And he was like, you guys are the best fans in the world, and we don't deserve you.
Oh,
And
dude, he's right.
I just thought you guys really do love the fans. Like it was
We do.
clear.
They are our lifeline. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't be. I wouldn't be talking to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to talk to me if we didn't have those people. So those people are special to me specifically. I love them. And that's why yesterday when they took us into the fans, I felt like I was with them. I felt like there was this energy that's the energy I love at our shows, because like I show them energy and then they give it back to me tenfold. And that excitement and that vibe, you can't buy that, bro. You can't make that happen. That.
You guys sounded so tight. I don't know, do you guys play to a click or anything? Because it didn't seem like you were.
We've never ever played to a click ever. I don't even know how it is. I mean, I've played with some hip hop stuff. Thank you. I've played with some hip hop groups. I played with Wu-Tang, and you got to play to a track. And I've recorded some hip hop stuff, so there's a track. But I really enjoy playing like we do with System, which is just clean. My new group, North Kingsley, we have a lot of program drumming, but I'm having my guy actually play that shit instead of having, when we go live, I want to play live. I don't want to have to stay on a certain metronome. As much as we stay tight, I'd like it to be naturally tight. It's a big deal.
Right. How does your writing process, how do you approach, when you're writing with System, when you're writing with your solo stuff, how do you approach that? And is it the same for both acts?
Not the same at all. Completely different. With System, Darren brings in a lot of material, so he has it like completely done, and he's like, this is how it goes, and then we systemize it. We do our twist of it. The way I do it is I bring in parts to songs in System. Like I'll be at home and I'll be inspired and I'll grab the guitar or bass and I'll jam, and all of a sudden something will come out. I'll record it. I'm not a big notes guy. I don't write it or read it. And I'll record it because I'll forget if I don't. And then I'll present it. I used to present it to the band. With North Kingsley, there's completely different. I don't write at home. I write in the studio with the guys. They'll play me something, and then I'll grab my bass or guitar and I'll just start jamming, and they'll have me recording the whole time. And then something clicks when I fall in, and we all know it at the time. We'll save that moment. We'll put that moment wherever it deserves to go, and then we'll arrange a song around that moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, but it's exciting for me because it's always a new experience going to the studio. There's nothing planned. It's like I'll go and I'll listen to. I tell them not to tell me what they have yet because I want to hear it on the spot and just freestyle jam. So it's more about jamming with North Kingsley and finding sections that work together than arranging a song. It's more studio work than it is live because we're not standing there with guitars, all of us, because it's more electronic, And the new stuff is crazy, bro. The new stuff, like we've taken away some of the hip hop rapping.
When's this dropping?
What's that?
When are you dropping this new
I don't know, because the plan with North Kingsley was to drop EPs, only like 3-4 songs at a time. But this last set of songs got so like different and cool. I was like, dude, this deserves an album. So we're at song 11. Yeah, we're at song 11. And I think like 2-3 more songs that'll fit the mold. And we're ready to go, bro. Are you
writing all the parts, all the instruments?
The instruments, yes. But I have Sorrow, who does a lot of the all the programming, the beats. And then Ray does vocals, and then we arrange together. And then I do the last executive listening and thinking this should be here, that should be there, double this,
When did you start this band?
North Kingsley started also in 2018.
So have you been able to do much touring? Because I know a big chunk of this has been during the shutdowns and all that.
No. We were going to drop the first EP in April of 2020, and in March, everything shut down. So we postponed it to August. So we dropped during the pandemic. It was, we couldn't do anything. So we've never played live. We've never had a show yet. We've made the 2 EPs in the studio. We were making the third and decided to make an album. So now we're making an album, and then we'll probably support the album with something. But it's all on us. There's no label. There's nothing. I'm just kind of funding the whole thing. It's passionate, it's passion, and I don't really want my passion to be in other people's hands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, I think a lot of bands have. So does System have any dates coming up? Is there any plans? I know you said
nothing at the moment. No, I wish I could say fuck yeah, but no, nothing at the moment right now.
Can I ask you, what do you think sort of the music was received so well? What do you think maybe the obstacle is that prevents the ball from moving forward, if I can ask?
It's internal. It's between a few people. Artistic creativity. It's a difficult situation because you got to respect each other. We're still friends. We still, love each other, and it's internal. And hopefully it changes. I don't know.
Well, you guys, I will say this. I just want to. It's a negative situation, but I want to add one positive thing to it. I really respect the way you guys, even if you disagree about things, you guys treat each other with respect.
We need to.
That is rare.
That's a human thing, bro. That's how we feel. Like, I mean, dude, I'm that way with everyone, especially people I've grown up with and gotten old with, and so it is what it is, bro. To each his own. And you need to respect each other. That's it. Just as human beings, there's a lot going on where people don't respect each other right now in the world. So that's bullshit. We're trying to stay positive here.
I love it. I love it, dude. And the thing is as a fan, at least we get these amazing shows that you guys are putting on. A lot of bands, if they don't agree on something, they just aren't going to do anything. You guys are putting on world-class shows. So it's like we're blessed as fans, and it's all because you guys are doing shows every year now. And so it's like, I'll take as much as I can get because I'll book a damn flight to go see System, bro. So I just want to say, you guys have handled yourselves, as professionals throughout whatever. Anytime any band has ever had a disagreement, it usually turns into a shit show. And you guys have remained together. So I just want to show respect for that because that takes a lot, and that's big of y'all. But I want to move on and talk about, here's what I wanted to ask you as a fellow fan of marijuana. How did you get into weed? What was that like?
Well, the first time was at a Guns N' Roses Metallica show in LA. I was like 18, 19, and they were smoking in front of me, and I had never smoked. I was one of those kids that my parents were like, weed equals cocaine equals heroin equals the worst shit ever. There was no difference between it. So anyway, I took a hit. I said, hey, pass that joint as a joke to all my friends. And they actually passed it. So there was that moment now. It's like, fuck, do I do it? Do I not do it? I took it. I smoked it. I said, okay, thank you, guys. Look back. All right, there it is. I popped my cherry. And, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really feel much. I just was like, okay, a little lightheaded. I'm cool. And that was it. Didn't smoke for a while. And then I think it's when I was jamming with Darren for System. And he smoked a lot. And I just started smoking with him.
Got you hooked on the devil's lettuce.
Pretty much. It wasn't him. It was the fact that, it could have been anyone else. It was just, we were together every day. And that's what we did. We smoked and talked about how badass System's going to be.
Dude.
And what we're going to do with it.
That's why I really fuck with you, bro, because you are like I've met a lot of big musicians, and you're this really successful guy who also is clearly genuinely a fan of the music. And
I love it.
So I want to ask you, who are some of the dopest musicians as a fan that you've gotten to jam with, chill with? What are those holy shit moments for you when you're like, fuck, man, this is unbelievable, the life I live?
The first one was we met Dave Lombardo. And he came in and jammed with us. And this was a long time ago, before it was before Toxicity, before all that. And Dave was he became a fan. He was like, dude, you guys are badass. And we jammed on Angel of Death and Rain and Blood together. I was like, fuck, that went down. After that, I jammed with Metallica, I actually got on stage with them and played Enter Sandman once.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the last show of the tour we did together, the Summer Sanitarium. And it's funny because so Korn was on there and they kept jamming with them. And I think Darren and Serge had jammed with them when James hurt his back. And so, you know, I was the one that had
Did you were kind of bummed?
I wasn't bummed. I was just like, they're doing it. I would have wanted to do it too, you know?
Yeah.
But their bass player was, you know, Jason was doing good at the time. So last show of the tour in Arizona, Head from Korn comes up on my bus and goes, hey, Metallica wants you to jam with them right now. I'm like, oh shit, let's go. So I got excited, right? So I ran over there and they were like, I think they wanted Darren again. but Head fucked up and came on my bus. So I'm like,
so we got the wrong guy.
Yeah, but so I'm there and they're like, you know how to play guitar? I'm like, of course I do, bro. I started with guitar. So they go, we were going to ask for Darren. So I went to Darren. I was like, yo, bro. So they want you to play again today. He's like, you know what? You never played. Why don't you go and play?
Big ups to Darren.
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, D's, give him a big hug. And I ran. So I showed up. They gave me Kirk's guitar. And I just kind of went through the song with them a little bit, like 2 times. And I memorized it. And I went up there. And then the show happened. And it's like, imagine, you know, you're going to play with Metallica last song. And you're just kind of waiting on the sidelines. Like, put me in, coach, kind of vibe.
Was Summer Sanitarium your biggest tour at the time that you went on?
Yeah.
So you guys are this young band. You're blowing up at that time.
We were the first band on that bill. Yeah.
Right. So when you find out you get this tour offer, what is your reaction? How does the rest of your day go? Do you just get fucked up?
I mean, you know, yeah. No, it's like, none of that. Just exciting, bro. Like fucking happy, you know, just, it feels good, bro. When you get to jam with your favorite bands, you know, who was on that bill? It was us. It was Korn. It was Metallica, of course. Power Man 5000. There was someone else. Kid Rock. Kid Rock was on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a good time, bro. We had a great time. And so I went up and played. Okay, more people. I'm really good friends with RZA, of course.
Hell yeah.
He took me out with Wu-Tang Clan. And I played bass for Wu-Tang Clan for like a whole tour. That was crazy. What year
was this, dude?
This is like during like the Rock the Bells era. Yeah. And I did the whole East Coast, West Coast. Yeah, bro. It was fucking crazy.
Dude.
Yeah, gave me a bus with them.
You're a legend, man. That's fucking sick.
Yeah. Just felt so good. It's countless, bro. I love doing it. Clutch. I jammed with Clutch. It was our first tour. I got up there and played a song with them. I played, I forgot what it was called. I forgot the song. Gardenia or something. It was bomb, bro. No, that was Kai. Sorry. But anyways, I jammed with Clutch. That was a big one. I don't know. Some Static X was fun to play with. I'd play guitar for them all the time. God rest that guy's soul. Wayne's soul.
Static.
A lot, bro. A lot. I hope I'm not missing anyone cool. But yeah,
that's incredible. So have you always been like a hip hop head?
Always. I loved hip hop, and I always loved. It wasn't always hip hop, but I never was just like, oh, that's hip hop. I'm metal. I'd never said that. I loved metal. I was a big fan of all the fucking crazy shit. Even some of the hair metal shit I was into back in the 80s. And then I always loved the hip hop too. I loved the Eric B's and the NWAs back then. And then when the Biggie Smalls came out, and now, you know, you got to give respect to people. Wu-Tang, you know, shit. They're good, bro. It doesn't matter what style of music they play. Good artists are good artists, you know?
Plus, you need like nuance in your life. If I listen to metal, like I love System, but you know, you got to have ebbs and flows of everything you listen to. I can't listen to System all fucking day.
No, bro, you would go crazy. I also love EDM shit. Like I love some of the old 90s shit. I used to DJ. I might bring that back. I'm thinking about, because I love to perform so much. And I feel like that way, because I want to do that, but I also want to play music on top of it. So I feel like I could do something that's not being done. I can, you know, DJ and play bass while I'm doing it. Yes. Kind of interesting shit. So I'm planning that as we speak. It's
wow.
I'm not speaking of it. This is the first time I've spoken of it. But it seems like, because it's the only way where I decide when I play live, and I don't have to really depend on
Have you
others.
thought about doing the Kingsley stuff with like DJing after or before?
I haven't thought of that. No, because that'll be like doing 2 gigs at once, which I'm not into.
Yeah.
We're getting older here. You know what I mean? I'll do North Kingsley gigs as North Kingsley, but I think the EDM stuff, the DJ stuff, should be its own thing. You know what I mean? It's
Do you have a name for that project?
I've never branded Shavo. I've never branded myself. I've always branded something different. So I think I'm gonna just brand myself at that point.
I think you're going to get, like, for me, as the internet progresses and all this kind of stuff, I find myself almost wanting to go to in-person stuff more. Mm-hmm. And to me, as like a system fan, I am like, fuck, dude, if I'm going to any DJ's gig, it's Shavo's gig.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that would be
and it's
sick.
Not just going to be dance. I mean, I want to throw in some heavy shit on top of it.
Dude.
Kind of get them all riled up, and it won't be one genre. It'll be my genre, whatever I think is cool. And if you like it, you're going to be amped on it, man. And if you like my taste, you're going to be really amped on it, you know? So
are you in Vegas? Are you in LA?
I'm in LA now, but I do go to Vegas often because of the brand 22 Red.
Sure.
I have to go check up on it, bro. I go to both states a lot. Arizona, we're doing real well, and I really trust everyone there. They're doing an amazing job. I just have to make sure that, because you know the legalities of the business, you can't grow the same exact things and sell them in a different state. I can't grow in Cali and sell in Nevada, so I have to have a grow in Nevada. I have to make sure that it's doing well. I can't depend on others putting stuff in my jars and selling it as my brand. So I need to be there, make sure every time they're packing the right stuff, making sure the percentages are right, making sure the boxes look good. I do all that, man. I care about it. So I make sure the quality control is there, you know?
Did you have to go through all of this regulation involved in the pot industry? What do you have to go through to establish a business to be legal, which of course this is? Yeah. What do you have to do?
It's rough, bro. It's rough. Our business model right now is different. So we're not getting licensed. We're partnering with licensed people as a brand because it's a lifestyle brand, and we have a lot of lifestyle things that we sell. So you don't need licenses for. But so we partner with a licensed growing distributor and go that way. And so far it's been nothing but great. Little tough because, like I said, the quality control part, we only have 3 states. Imagine having 10 states. I have to be in 10 places every month, which I'm totally willing and able to do it, you know, as long as I get the right product. And it's all our genetics. We give the genetics, they grow it. It's all done our way. It just needs to be done right. So someone has to go and make sure it's being done right.
How did you become like a scientist for weed, basically? How did you learn all of this? Has it just been years?
20-something years, bro. Yeah. 20-some years of actually caring about weed. It wasn't about getting high, because you can smoke one style, one flavor and get high. Smoking enough of it doesn't have to have a high percentage. As long as you smoke enough of it, you get high. To me, it's about the taste, the smell, the feeling. Each one is a little different. And I like light highs. I don't like smoking like a whole joint to my head anymore. Kind of like taking a couple of hits and seeing what that does. And I never want to be floored, unless it's nighttime and I'm falling asleep. That's the only time I'll smoke more than usual. But if I'm going to smoke during the day, it's going to be, a good amount, and it'll probably be a sativa-based strain. So I don't, because, I got a lot on my plate.
Right. Yeah. You run this business and you're very hands-on with it, which is also very impressive. You don't have to be hands-on with it. To me, that speaks even more to the quality of the brand. What are the rough expansion plans going forward? Do you have plans right now to move into additional territories?
We just partnered with Stizzy in California. They're doing all our distribution here. So I'm thinking where that's going to take us. We might, so right now we're just building in Cali from scratch. Right. We removed all the other strains from everywhere. You can't really find us right now anywhere but at Stizzy stores. But we are expanding through all of California to, hopefully 80 to 85% of the dispensaries in all of Cali. Stizzy has a big footprint. and we're blessed to be a part of that now. So they're going to be getting us everywhere, and everyone will be able to try out our brand now finally, because we haven't been in more than 30 stores, 40 stores within the last 3-4 years in Cali. We've been in certain spots exclusively, and then like Arizona, we're doing good. We're keeping it the way it is. Nevada, we're getting new qualities of indoor now, and we started a new sun-kissed line, which is sun-grown. And because I do enjoy the flavors of the sun-grown, man. The rays of the sun have a different effect on the weed, and you get more terps out of them. So I'm enjoying that. And I don't know, trust me, a lot of states want us to go join them there. But I need to make sure we're good in these three before I move further.
Sure.
Colorado's been looking, Michigan's been looking, Maine, no, not Maine, Massachusetts. There you are. I'm sure Washington. These are all coming. Illinois for sure will come through soon. So this is like next couple of years. But as of right now, I'm focusing on Cali, Arizona, and Nevada.
That's so awesome, dude. You're definitely a hands-on guy with this brand, and I'm so excited. Are you doing pop-ups at system shows when you guys have them?
We did that a few times. The last one was just branding. But in 2018, I did a bunch of pop-ups. I'd show up, like we'd build a booth up in one of the areas, and then I'd go live on my Instagram and be like, I'm at this level and this location, come meet me. First 100 people get t-shirts free, all sorts of shit for free. So they'd start running around the arena. It was really cool. So kids are like rushing the pop-up. Very cool. And we'll soon be doing a new merch line for 22 Red, which I'm having. We're doing our first collab with Brooklyn Projects as well, coming soon. And we're going to have them handle some of the new merch line because I love their designs and stuff. So I'm working with new artists, more streetwear stuff. So look out for that coming up. And we'll probably do a bunch of pop-ups around LA for that. Yeah.
That is so dope. When it comes to you've done so much in your career with System. You've done so much as a musician, but you guys have also done a lot as human beings. And it's easy just to make a bunch of money and be a successful musician, but you guys have done a lot of good for the world. I want to talk about how you guys raised over $600,000 for the Armenia Fund. Obviously, System released those 2 awesome songs. And what was it like for you to be able to raise that amount of money and have that much of an impact through your band?
Like I said, when we started this, man, it's all about giving and being grateful. And I mean, that's our people, and we got attacked by 2 countries. And the world is quiet about it till today. What's happening to Ukraine happened to us 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, but the world didn't care. It wasn't Russia attacking us. It wasn't America's enemy attacking us. It was allies of America attacking us. So America shut the fuck up about it. And that sucked. So who else is going to do something about it? So the 4 of us got together and said, dude, put every difference aside. Let's drop 2 tracks. Let's go. It was a great experience for me because I love playing with my guys and making music with my guys. So we did that. Dropped those songs.
And the songs were dope, dude.
Thank you.
The songs were dope. I saw them when you guys played them at the show too. It's great.
So great to have something new to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we play shows. So yeah, those songs were special, and they're emotional for us because they, a lot of people died, and they didn't have to. It didn't have to happen. It's just 1915 coming back again. Same people doing it. Same people lying. Me saying this right now, they'll be saying, no, you guys attacked us. Like, yeah, we attacked you. Small amount of people attacked this 2 big countries, Turkey, millions of people. Like, fuck you guys,
Right.
Go get your history straight. They've been brainwashed since birth, those people, the Azerbaijanis, where they think that we're the enemy because we're doing something to them. But we're just like chilling over there. We don't even have a strong army.
Defending.
Yeah, we're defending ourselves, and they're blaming us for bombing them when they're bombing us, Anyways, and the world's not there, so all they know is what people are saying through social media, so they don't even know who to believe at this point. So I don't blame people for not knowing. But like I said before, man, if you close your eyes to horrible things happening once, that shit will happen again and again, and it'll be in different places of the world. And it hit somewhere where now it's interest to America to talk about it. So
right.
What's happening. So we did that, bro.
Yeah.
So it was for our people. I'm not going to pat myself on the back. I would have done more if I could. We would have done more if we could. Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell that's something that's very important to you guys. And again, a lot of people wouldn't do what you guys did. And that's another thing that makes you guys a special band, is that you guys genuinely give a fuck. And that is very commendable. And I've always noticed that about you guys. And it just says a lot about you all as people. And so you had said, I thought this was something interesting. You said that you were at one point, I guess, buddies with Kanye West in an interview.
Not buddies, but like cool with him. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an amazing artist. I know all the shit's going down now. But I mean, all that aside, he's a great artist. And he, long time ago, bro, we're playing in Germany, and then I see these group of guys, like hip hop style guys, like getting off on System, and that was big to me. I was like, fuck yeah, we're crossing fucking genres here. Yeah. And then they came backstage, and it was fucking Kanye, Virgil, like what? But I didn't know who they were at the time. I swear, I was like, fuck, nice to meet you guys. They're like, yeah, you guys are badass and this and that. And it was Kanye, bro. He's like, I'm Kanye. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. I don't know who you are, but that's cool. It was a while ago, bro, before he became famous.
What year was this?
Like 99 or something, 2000, maybe 2001. I don't know. Sometime like in the 2000s.
When he was producing.
He was producing, and I think he dropped his first record. And so the way I knew it was him is I had heard about the jaw wiring and the accident he had. So I said, are you and he's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, fuck, okay, I know who you were. I saw your video with the bulletin board. And so we met, bro, and we've been cool ever since. And then in, I think, 2011, he had some badass shows, and he picked me up, and we went to his own shows. Like he came personally, picked me up, and we drove to his shows, played Staples Center, Crypto, and he drove me back. It's fucking crazy shit. Like, yeah, like we were close, and then I went to his house a few times. We jammed, and then shit happens, and his life went somewhere, my life went somewhere else, and it's not like we never said goodbye permanently, but all this shit's happening. I feel bad with what I'm hearing right now with all this shit going down, man. It sucks because it doesn't sound like the guy that I know, where
I think he has
they're villainizing his ass. Yeah.
Yeah, he is getting villainized for sure. And I think he may have, this is just in my opinion, maybe some mental struggles that he may go through as well. And so, I mean, who am I to judge anybody? But
yeah, bro,
dude, that is a dope story of him scooping you.
Scoops me up from fucking Glendale. I had just had a kid.
How did that come through?
I had my first kid, and I don't remember how it happened, bro. So we were in Glendale, because I never lived in Glendale except for that 6-month period. And I don't know how we got in touch. I went to go to a show. I think I reached out somehow. I don't know what. I really don't remember how it happened. But
that's rock star shit, man.
Yeah, the first time I went to him, and then the second show, because I wanted to come back. He had 4 shows. He's like, dude, I got you. Let's go together. And we went and had a blast. That's when he had just met Kim. So it was this whole, it was like Kim was there.
You know the Kardashian family?
Just through that, through that. And then when we played Armenia in 2015, a week before Kanye was in Armenia, and he played in Armenia. He performed in the actual, like, at the lake, like outdoors. Like, he gives a fuck. And, so it was like, we had some common things going on, common denominators there at that time. But
I don't know if you're
bad. I hope he's okay, man. I hope everyone's okay, huh? What's up?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't know if you're a person of faith or not, but I think like he brings out other musicians to play with him at the Sunday service. If he called you, would you do that?
Probably. I don't know why I wouldn't. I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm not full on.
I love the hip hop collabs.
Yeah. I'm not crazy religious or anything, but I respect everyone's religion, bro. It is what if you believe in it, then all the power to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I to tell you you're wrong? I have no idea. But there's a collab coming soon, by the way, and I want to end with this. There's a collab. I teamed up with DJ Flicked, and we just did the new track for LAFC.
Wow, you're doing music for LAFC now.
Yeah, I just did a track with DJ Flicked. He's bomb, and I don't know who the lyricist is going to be on it, but the music's finished. So yeah,
when's this dropping?
I don't know. Soon, I hope. He just dropped one for LAFC with Be Real and Kid Ink. and I'm on the second. So yeah.
Bro, Shavo, thank you so much for being so generous with your time, dude.
Thank you, brother.
You
Thank
are
you very
a legend.
much.
22red.com is the website. You got to support our boy. We got to go. If you're in LA, if you're in Cali, you got to buy from him. Arizona. What's the other state?
Nevada. Vegas.
Nevada.
Go to Vegas. Buy some 22 Red.
22 Red, dude. If you're in Vegas, you got to get that 22 Red. Shavo, much respect. You're a legend. Thank you so much for being here, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Be well. Be well.
Yep.
See you soon. See you soon.